In just the last few years, something fundamental has shifted. We're suddenly seeing technology that can create breathtaking art, write poetry that feels, well, human, and even compose entire symphonies. This isn't some far-off science fiction anymore. This is happening right now. It's the dawn of a totally new era of creation, and it's all powered by one revolutionary force.
For basically all of human history, creation was our thing. It was a uniquely human spark. But what happens when that line starts to get a little blurry? What if a machine could take a simple idea, just a few words from your imagination, and spin it into something completely new and original? That's the huge question we're going to tackle today. So let's get right into it. What exactly is this technology that feels like it's changing everything overnight? To really get a handle on its power, we first need a clear definition and to see, where it fits in the huge world of artificial intelligence. When you strip it all down, the concept is actually pretty simple. Generative AI is, at its heart, a creator. See, unlike other kinds of AI that are great at recognizing or sorting information, this type is built to generate. It essentially studies this gigantic library of human culture, all of our books, our art, our music, and then uses that knowledge to make something that has never existed before. This little chart here is perfect for putting it all in perspective. Generative AI isn't all of artificial intelligence, not by a long shot. It's more like the most advanced frontier. It's built on top of these layers of progress. First came machine learning, which is how we taught computers to learn from data in the first place. Then came deep learning, which uses these super complex systems to find really intricate patterns. And generative AI? Well, it's the creative payoff from all that learning.
Let's really nail this distinction down because it's super important. Think of traditional AI like a detective. It's amazing at recognizing clues, spotting patterns, and, say, picking a face out of a crowd. Generative AI, on the other hand, is like the novelist who dreams up a whole new mystery from scratch. One recognizes what's already there. The other creates something entirely new.
Okay, so all of this can sound like straight-up magic. How does a machine, just a bunch of code, actually learn to be creative? Well, it's not magic. It's actually a pretty fascinating and logical process. The secret sauce here isn't consciousness or anything like that. It's math. Yep, just math. These models are unbelievably sophisticated pattern-matching machines. They comb through billions of examples and basically learn the probability of everything. Like which word is most likely to come after another in a sentence, or which shade of blue pixel is most likely to be next to another one in a picture of the sky. So it really boils down to this three-step recipe. First up is data. You feed the model a truly massive amount of information. Think a huge slice of the entire internet. Step 2 is training. This is the intense part, where the machine just works and works to identify all the patterns and relationships in that data. And finally, step 3, generation. This is where you come in. You give it a prompt, and it uses all those patterns it learned to predict, step by step, what a totally new and original creation should look like. Okay, so that's the theory. But where is this tech actually showing up in the real world? Let's check out the amazing creative toolkit that's already at our fingertips, changing how we do things every single day. In the world of text generation, man, the competition is getting fierce. You've got ChatGPT, which is kind of the famous, versatile all-arounder. Then you have Google's Gemini and Microsoft's Copilot, which are being baked right into the Office tools we already use, making them awesome for productivity. And then you get specialists like Claude, which is a powerhouse for analyzing huge documents because it has what's called a long context, meaning it can remember and think about way more information at once. And when it comes to images, the options are just as incredible. DALL-E is fantastic for getting high-quality, professional-looking visuals fast. Midjourney is really the darling of the artists, known for creating these absolutely stunning, stylistic images. You've got Adobe Firefly, which is built for pros and comes with the promise that what it creates is safe to use commercially. And for the tinkers out there, Stable Diffusion is open source, which means you have almost unlimited control and flexibility. And the wild thing is how they all work. The basic idea is just mind-bending. You literally just type a description, a photo of a fox in a library reading a book, and the AI builds that image from nothing, pixel by pixel, just based on its understanding of what all those things are. And now we're really getting to the cutting-edge video. This is where it starts to feel like the future is already here. Tools like Synthesia and HeyGen are creating these super realistic AI avatars for things like corporate training videos. Meanwhile, platforms like Runway and Pika are generating whole video clips.
cinematic stuff from a simple text prompt. The world of video is literally being reinvented as we speak. So, as you can see, this is way bigger than just a few fun new apps. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how we work, how we create, and even how we interact with technology itself. The impact is already huge. And what's truly staggering is the speed of this change. It feels like just yesterday, this was all a niche research topic. And now it's a central force transforming workplaces everywhere, automating tasks and boosting creativity across pretty much every industry you can think of. But let's be real. A revolution this big, happening this fast, it's never simple. It doesn't come without some really serious questions and complexities. With all this incredible new power, we have to look at the other side of the coin. There are some major hurdles here. For one, because these AI models learn from data created by humans, they can accidentally learn and even amplify our existing biases. Then there are huge questions around data privacy, cybersecurity, and the very real danger of these systems being used to create convincing misinformation. These are not small issues. They're central to figuring out how to develop this technology responsibly. So, even with all those challenges, the trajectory is pretty clear. AI is only going to get more and more integrated into our daily lives. So, what does that future, this human AI collaboration, actually look like? Okay, and this is probably the most important takeaway of all. This isn't about humans versus machines. It's really about job transformation, not job replacement. The whole point is to let AI handle the tedious, repetitive stuff, which frees us humans up to focus on the things we're uniquely good at: high-level strategy, critical thinking, judgment, and real empathy. It's all about collaboration. And believe me, what's coming next is even more mind-blowing. We're hurtling towards multimodal AI, systems that can understand text, images, and video all at the same time. We're also seeing the beginning of agentic AI. These won't just be assistants that answer questions, they'll be like AI coworkers that can manage entire projects for you. And imagine entertainment that literally adapts to you in real time, or powerful AI that runs right on your phone, keeping all your data private. It's coming. So all of this leaves us with one final and really important question. We're being handed what might be the most powerful creative tool in human history. As this technology becomes less of a tool and more of a true creative partner, the only limit is going to be our own imagination. So the question is, what will we choose to create together?